They'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Fights through a tackle. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down and 10 now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around and give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're trying to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground here. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Finding some room at the 25. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
He's got it near the end zone. And they'll bring him down after a short gain. Moves the football inside the 5.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the 1st down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Quarterback drops back in the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Heading left after the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And he's able to get the boot away. And it's taken right on the midfield logo. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Oh, the ball on the ground. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And he's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, San Diego State. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Important second down play coming up. Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place. They gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And tackled after a small pickup there. Here's the second down play. The DB's backing off from the line now. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're going to run it here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Play action here on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. And the Rainbow Warriors come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Press coverage now from these DBs. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses him.
Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally brought down at the 8-yard line. A huge play, and suddenly they're in great scoring position.
Well, that's the kind of run that makes an offensive line coach very, very happy. And also will boost the confidence of the big guys up front. And when you have a confident offensive line, you got more and more opportunity to hit big plays.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out. It's done. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Quarterback's got it on the option. Gets the first and still running. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally goes out of bounds and we're gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blower with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And now the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Ball handed off. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Back in motion now. They'll run the option. Finding space at the 20. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Here's the option play. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 4th down attempts. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's brought down. A sack by the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And it's complete downfield. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action, and you see why right here. The fake throws the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The Aztecs will line up now. It's first and goal. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. Kicking team out for the BAT try. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Finds room at the 30. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Rainbow Warriors will kick this away to start the second half. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Running right through tacklers. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? It's incomplete. Gave for a chance to intercept one and set a second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. An explosive play, moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And the Aztecs pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Trudge through the defender. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Dropping back. It's done. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on 4th down. The ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Hard running now, breaking tackles. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The San Diego State offense on the field now. And they set up with the best possible field position. 1st down and goal. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Suddenly off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense.
Easy.
And they'll give it to the back. And he's brought down there. Well, still plenty of work here to do now on 2nd down and goal.
Here we go.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away.
Get set. Get set.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the 2nd half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 40. Look at him run through those tacklers. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
29 Philly.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Fights off a defender. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Runs through the defender. And the Rainbow Warriors moving quickly down the field here.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Hey, Chris, the threat of these receivers to the outside really did a nice job of opening up the interior. And the quarterback reads that, sees that he's got the post wide open to the tight end, makes a great throw for that touchdown.
The extra point is good, but still trail by 3 touchdowns, 28-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Comes the San Diego State offense back out there. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Are you ready?
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Looking right, this one caught. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Watch big-time play by the wide receiver. He makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and then gets some yards afterward.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Ready,
A
set.
new set of downs after that completion.
Hornet. Cricket.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
On the double.
The Aztecs with 1st and 10 here.
Tuna. Set. Hut.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. It's caught downfield. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Looking to chuck it again. This time a completion. Touchdown, San Diego State. And the beatdown continues.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down.
Here we go.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
325.
They'll try the option play here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead.
Terrier. Clear.
4th down, looking to throw for it. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Well, this decision clearly backfires on this offense. Backed up inside their own 10-yard line, and you go for it? I mean, I get being aggressive, but that's just not smart football.
And the Aztecs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal.
Fire.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but...
Touchdown, Aztecs. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting it in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Takes the handoff again. Powerful running here. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. On first down, it's play action. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Looks like the defense has it.
Oh, just a costly turnover here for this offense. Last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground. And really, any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Touchdown, San Diego State. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, up and good. Fielded in the end zone. It's done. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. We'll try to run it with the option. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running backs still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
He'll pitch it. Moving past the 25. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
42 Spider.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line. The offense needs 10 yards on this fourth down to keep the drive going. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Close to the tight end. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Took one last shot. With no time on the clock, though, this game is over. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm